Okay. Come like stand behind. All right, sis. This is for you. You got lucky that I have one. All right, you're going to want to part the hair into 2 sections in the back. In the first section, you want to do a diagonal part there. You don't want to go too far over here because that will sometimes leave a hole in the A-line. So, your first cut, oops, is figuring out how long they want the actual A-line to be. But we're going to take hers kind of short in the back. So we're going to leave, well, there's not much of her hair there, but it won't matter. The first section, you don't want to pull with a lot of tension. You just want to gently comb it over your fingers because we're going to cut it pretty short. Okay? And it's actually going to be in a diagonal. Where this will make it so not such a hard line on the bottom. We still don't want to pull that over. And this last part, just like normal, you'll take it down, hold it, cut it in the diagonal. You're going to do that on the same thing on the other side. I'm only going to show you one side though. Your next section is you're going to just take it about 1/2 inch right there. If the hair wants to come out. And that's where you start. This first little small section, you don't want to take too much. Because you don't want to end up with funky pieces. So just about 1/2 inch there, straight down. And that's where you're actually going to have to hold your fingers like this. And the key to getting the great stack, without Michael being in my way.
Well, I'm trying to get the video where
I'm going to explain
it's not just your arms.
Okay. Is you're going to hold your fingers like this.
Come to this side.
Okay. And you're going to want to angle your fingers. You see your guide there. You want to angle your fingers at your nose. And then you'll go down and take that off. I'll start the first. And then this section right here, you don't even do that anymore. You just comb it over your fingers gently, very little tension, and cut it, still leaving that section out in the diagonal. And then you take this down. You can kind of use your own judgment in how much to leave out so you don't have that funky hole. And then you'll take it down again, hold it down, and follow the diagonal up. Hair's already drying. Do it again. Same diagonal part. Same thing. Again. Going up my nose. Take it down.
Okay, I'm sorry if the camera work sucks, but it's hard to film around Desiree.
You're trying to get a better
I'm trying to
angle.
not get your arm, and that's all.
Well, she understands that concept right now. I don't have to explain it all to her. And again, you don't cut that side so you don't have that funky hole. And sometimes you'll have, if you comb this down, a funky little tail down here, but that's what you finish when you're done. All right, my last section is going to be just about right there, not too far above the ear in the back. Rinse and repeat.
How many times do I repeat?
Rinse and repeat. And again, it's just real little tension, so you don't have such harsh lines that you have to do later. I'm going to turn her. All right. From this section, make sure it's pretty wet. You'll just get better results that way, obviously. And you want to comb this all back here. And this is so you don't have those funky long pieces that don't blend when you put your hair back or something like that. To same type of sectioning, but just go up around the head. But you want to incorporate the front. And you're pretty much going to keep doing the same thing. I'm going to start back here. Eventually you're not going to have much hair to cut. And just kind of continue to do the same thing. Still not so much tension. Just follow your guide. And you're going to do the same thing, comb it down. I'm going to take it straight here, and then you're actually just going to follow the curvature of her head. I'm going to make her head go a little bit. So there you go, Sherry. Go a little bit that way. And you still want to cut in your angle. And eventually, because of the hair, the way it's going to fall, you're not going to have much to cut. It's going to eventually all kind of end up laying over in this part.
Can I hold yours, Kat?
Mm-hmm. Still not cutting that little section right there. And then just take it. One more time over. And then this, because most of the hair will come here and not straight back, we'll just kind of make sure that nothing got in there in that spot. She'll take that little section that you just had. I have like 3 hairs in there. You just do the same thing. And I can kind of see where my guide is. Right about here is where I kind of quit cutting. So that's kind of my no, just to take it down. And there are going to be some things that you're going to have to go back through. But wait till it's dry. Because you'll see a few funky pieces, like in there. But you can just like cut those out of the way. But I would wait until it's dry. And then you repeat. Other side.
Why don't you tell us what's coming next week on Haircuts by Desiree?
But obviously, I don't know which handed, you're left-handed, but I part that way down. Okay, that's it. Rinse and repeat. Voila!